All right, Ted, what you doing?
All right, so I got the other two unstuck and figured we would show how we did it, but the top rings were stuck where we shoved rust and everything, and it's set for a long time.
Motor been sitting 20 years or so.
But the ring is stuck. It's supposed to move around like this, and only one side of this one moves. The other side's stuck right here. So the way I've been getting it freed up so far is by taking this wood handle brush right here and just pecking on the ring. And it got the other two unstuck, but this one may or may not need to sit a little bit longer. They've been sitting for 2 days. But you just pick on the ring and it frees up. But this is what I'm doing for the next little while until this ring comes undone, and then we're going to try to polish this crank up right here and clean the journals up on it and make sure we can reuse it.
I have had this motor probably 25 years sitting in the shop.
Almost as old as I am.
Almost. I think it was 1997 where the date was on it. So. All right, calm down. Take your time. Look at him go.
That's why I kept hitting it that way. But look, that's the way the ring's supposed to move. Now it's freed up.
We've been soaking them in burnt motor oil and diesel fuel.
And now they're
for a couple of days. Yeah.
Squirting the stuff out of it.
This particular motor hadn't ran long. It really hadn't.
No, the bearings in it were entirely too good looking, aside from a couple.
Now this is a different crank. This is a crank that come out of one of my race car motors.
But we got the oil pump cleaned out. If you guys want to check that out. Got that. It's all good to go. So, got the timing chain and everything all cleaned up. All that looks almost brand new again.
Well, it was relative.
And we got the chain working again. Got everything going there. Got a couple frozen links left. Got this gear cleaned up here. All in the same oil, diesel fuel. All of it's the same.
It's just burnt motor oil and diesel fuel.
It's been sitting here, and this is what it started like. This is what it looked like when it started. And this is what we look like when we get done. Just a little wire brush. This wire brush, clean it up. Take a little time. You don't have to buy all new parts every time. You should, but you don't have to.
Well, the teeth ain't wore
if
out,
it's not
and
completely
the chain's in
destroyed,
pretty good shape.
Motors don't normally last that long around here to get worn out.
Well, that's true.
They normally just blow up. But that's okay. Shit happens on the racetrack.
All right, well now he's got to clean this crankshaft out.
And I got to go outside.
Yeah, so, damn right he got to go outside.
We're gonna get started, get this thing wiped down, and we'll get you guys another view. We're gonna be over here polishing it, but I'm gonna go outside and get this all cleaned up first. Be right back.
No. This is Zoe. And this is Axel. They the new junkyard Thrill Hill dogs. All right, anyway, he's cleaning up the crank, or attempting to. It's been sitting on the shop floor for 16, maybe 18 years. And we're going to polish it here in a little bit, but y'all don't need to watch wire brushing. So I'll be back. He'll be back, I'm sorry. All right, he got the oil off of it, blowed it off.
Got most of the junk off of it.
This is a 1010 crank, which is a good thing. The numbers is
right there, 1010.
Yeah.
The mains are 10, rods are 10. This has been balanced for basically the same engine that we have.
We are rebuilding a Keith Black engine kit. This crank come out of a Keith Black motor that was at the racetrack. It blew it up. But anyway,
works pretty good.
We're gonna put it back in a Keith Black engine that I had bought from somebody else.
Knowing it had bad problems.
And I knew it had a spunt burn. Because the man told me it had a spunt burn when I bought it. So anyway.
Just trying to get all this crap off of it that we can before we go to.
Yeah, we're gonna get it cleaned up. We're gonna take some emery cloth and
Polish the journals and
polish them journals, and they might be leaden, but it'll be all right. That'll just give it more oil flow.
we got a high volume, high pressure pump.
Yeah.
We'll
So
come out of it.
anyway, that's Zoe up yonder, and Axel, he's a thief. He's stealing everything out of the shop. But they puppies, so they just like children. They wide open. Anyway, till next time. I don't know if y'all can see, but he's attempting to polish these journals because it is a little bit of surface rust on them. And he uses a real fine emery cloth. Actually seems to be working pretty good. I'd use a rag instead of your hand, but just me. We chucked it up in a vise to hopefully it'll stay. Hell, you standing over there? This is the pistons. They still soaking. We got them broke loose, but they still soaking. And as y'all can see through here, this crankshaft's got right smart of surface rust on it. Cause it's been been sitting in my shop for 20 years without being bolted up. That ain't bad at all.
Feel that? I mean, that's smooth.
Yeah, that'd be on.
That's just holding extra oil.
Yeah. Go on while your things, get to do the little ones first while your paper's good. We ain't trying to take a lot off. Ooh. But we don't want to drop it.
Not on my face, I don't.
Well, I don't care about your face.
No.
I don't want to booger them journals up.
See how loving a father he is?
Yeah. All right, now. Don't pull so hard. Patience is a wonderful thing. You just take your time and get the rust. All you want to do is get the surface rust off of it. He got about a 12 or 18 inch piece of emery cloth so he don't beat his knuckles up on his counterweights. It might get a black eye, but anyway, possible bloody nose. But I didn't do it. But I didn't do it.
Oh God!
All right. Anyway, we're gonna do this all the way through. Here he is.
This is the process that we're gonna do and go along with. We're gonna get all this done. We're not gonna make you guys watch all of this. We'll come back when we're done and cleaning up and show you the next step. Next time.
Well, look, my son's still over there on the crankshaft.
Check it out.
Doing the best he can. As well, hang on, let me get over here.
That I dug out of that pile of motors over there.
Yeah, he dug out of that pile of motors. And
this is what our crank started with.
The crankshaft was
looking like this.
Yeah, the crankshaft's 20 years old too.
And now we've got it cleaned up a little bit.
But
get it up in there.
We're gonna use it.
Yep. But that's what it started life as just a few minutes ago, about an hour ago. It's coming together.
Yeah, that's a 1010 crank. It's a Keith Black engine. But
and
now,
this is how you do it, little TLC.
Yeah. He don't know patience too well, but I'm trying to work on him. So anyway, while he's playing with this, and I'm building this thing right here, so that I can put a motor on it and crank it up, adjust the valves, set the timing, and all of that stuff. I got the tack and gauges and stuff out of a race car, the radiator out of a race car. And I ain't done with it, but we gonna build this thing, and there's my dog Sandy girl. So, but anyway, he's doing his thing, I'm kind of doing mine. So we gonna crank this damn junkyard redneck racing motor. Broke, what do you call it? How you say it?
Broke bitch racing.
Broke bitch racing, there you go. So we gonna
broke bitch racing.
well, I'm gonna tell y'all what now. He done cleaned them cylinders, and you know, naturally this is just stuff we
I mean,
had
it
laying
needed to be
around.
bored for sure, but it just got bored yesterday.
But it's a it's a 2-bolt main block. Can't have everything. And but now this is just stuff we had laying around. But it come out of this whole pile of motors over here that I bought, hell, when he was still in diapers probably. But he was a kid anyway. He might have been out of diapers. So. Yeah. But he's polishing this crank, and we blowed this motor 20-some years ago.
That this crank come out of?
But yeah, that the crank come out of. But it's a Keith Black engine, and we putting back. I bought that other motor. The man told me it had a spunt burn, and naturally it did. But this is a different crankshaft.
This one's been balanced professionally.
And so we gonna put it together. This is broke bitch racing right here, redneck, and however you want to say it. But when we get through, we gonna put it right over there and crank it in. I still got modifications to do, but now we gonna put it over there and crank it in. Till next time. He's about done right here, looks like.
Yeah, it's coming together.
Anyway, all right.
Alright, we got this thing pretty much polished up.
I think it's good enough.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
And we had old junk harmonic balancers that we
To help stand
making a stand on.
I'm gonna scrape this junk off his crank right here, hopefully.
Well, this is 20 years or plus rust.
Trying to get it all cleaned up.
Then, well, that way it stay in balance. And then we got to retap the hose.
At least chase them.
But we gon', you know, this is what we're gonna use. So, all right.
This is how we do it.
This is him. This is the way he does it. I would have carried it to a machine shop. Actually, I'd have bought a new one, but anyway.
You did.
Broke
got
bitch racing.
Broke bitch racing, that's it.
All right, next time. All right, yeah, go.
Alright, chasing the threads out in the back of the crank for the flywheel.
It's 20-some years old.
Just chasing them and cleaning them out. I'm gonna try to do the same thing to the block, I guess.
Well, tell him what you're doing.
I don't know, what am I doing? Fixing your engine stand?
He's welding this ball on my engine.
It's a upper radiator support for the radiator for the engine test stand.
Y'all ain't supposed to watch this, but anyway.
It'll come around?
No, they ain't supposed to watch it. Alright, anyway, we welding. He's got it.
This is what we're doing.
And doing a real good job. Alright. Alright, he done a real good job of welding, which I'm real surprised, and I'm hard to be impressed. But
I had a good teacher, how about that?
he done a real good job. So
Hey, being able to see.
being able
to
see
is part of the
always, you know, when you get where you can't see, buy another helmet. Yeah. So
this is what we had. This is what we've always welded.
no, we always welded with that first one over there, but
Stuff like this. But when you get something like this that's got a new screen on it, you can actually see, you can actually weld, believe it or not.
But when you get old, your eyesight kind of goes away as well as your hearing. But anyway, all right, next time.
I'm gonna go ahead and just start recording for the hell of it. He done burned the hell out of his hand. Look, I just got through welding not even 30 seconds ago, and he's over here. Let me hold this right here. Dumbass. But this is our engine stand. The bell housing's right here. We're gonna have gauges and stuff back behind it.
No,
Or you gonna put them in the front?
I ain't standing behind all this.
So he's gonna have gauges and shit right here. So we're gonna put our gauge cluster in kind of like that right there.
Right there.
We're gonna put that. We'll have our ignition fuel pump, if we got one, electric fuel pump for it, water pump, if we got one for it. But we'll have all of that. But yeah, got a starter, test stand. This is all removable. You can take this loose right here, slide this out, change cams, slide it back, put it back together.
And if we change motors, you just slide this off.
Yeah, you just change motors. But this is the setup. This is the test stand that we're gonna put Eleanor's little motor in. We got 2 motors to test now. We got this motor to test. This one's ready to go to test. This one over here is too. That's ready too. And we got, I don't know, pick one.
I ain't got much more to go.
About
We
done.
made this thing with wing nuts, so
you can slide
wing
this in and
bolts,
out.
so we can slide it in and out.
No tools necessary.
And so that way you ain't got to run a shroud, and it don't matter if it's got a long water pump or a short water pump.
We'll adjust it to fit. But that's it. That's our engine stand or the test stand that we're gonna use.
It's real close.
All right, next time.
All right, we didn't have safety glasses, so he's using the clear sealed battery operated welding helmet. When I welded this the first time, I forgot to turn my gas on my welder. So it's got a real messed up weld, but I forgot to turn my gas on. He's trying to dress it in. Alright, do this one better because I need it in that corner. Because I gotta have a throttle on this side. This ain't nothing but just stuff that we had laying around. Now he done mounted the radiator for me. And I almost burnt my hand.
5 times.
But that's working out. So anyway, we're gonna use self-tapping screws to put this in, because I don't know what I want yet. Make sure I ain't touching nothing. Hang on, wait. Oh, we mounted it a while ago and I had the wires touch it, ground it out, so we had to change it. Screws are dull. If I ought to use new ones.
Hot too.
Hot too. All right, dumbass.
Where'd it go? Right there.
I don't know. We need to find it. Yeah.
It's right there.
We'll get it when it cools off. But anyway, like I said, all of this is experimental. And hang on up a little bit. That'll work. Don't, just real straight. All right. This is stuff that come out of an old race car. But I'm gonna fix it to where I can crank up a motor and be able to watch the oil pressure, water temperature, and the RPM.
We'll have throttle right here.
Yeah, we'll have a throttle over there. I ain't got that far yet.
Start.
Yeah. Well, we probably won't use all of them. Anyway, next time. All right, did you turn the gas on?
Yeah.
All right. Look, we're making a battery box. Hang on, son. We're making a battery box so that I can use any kind of box that I got, a battery that I got laying around the shop. And this thing is real close to being done. All we need is a motor.
Everyone cruising around right now. Here's another song without a turn signal.
Y'all ain't supposed to watch this, but oh well.
They can't see it through the camera.
All right, now.
Make sure you got these where you want them.
Yeah, you the one doing it.
That ain't got shit to do with where you want them.
Might have a point. All right, we'll use them holes to line it up and just weld the four corners, and that's good enough. No. Weld the corners, that way we have to take it back apart. On the inside, son.
What? Right here?
Well, you can, but I was referring to crossways right here. In case we have to take it back apart. Weld it, yeah. In case we have to take it back apart for some stupid ass reason.
Don't like grease.
All right. Well, look, slow down. I was referring to right here in four corners. All right. We have a miscommunication sometimes. What was that movie? Failure to Communicate?
Yeah.
I think that was a Burt Reynolds movie, wasn't it?
Yep.
We have a failure to communicate. That'll hold the battery. Go on, fix that other corner, that third corner, fourth corner, man.
You just wanted to match.
I know it. Just make me happy. That's enough. It'll hold the battery.
It'll hold you if you jump on it.
This is true. And but see, we built it a little bit large on purpose because
Battery that we got laying around.
whatever battery I got laying around I can use instead of taking one out of a running vehicle. So here's him.
Oh, I'm good. This is your project.
Yeah. All right. Till next time.